Good morning. I'm John Schiltz. I'm the chef owner of the Lake Elmo Inn. And today what we're going to do is to teach you how to flip an egg. A lot of you have requested different things from me, and we're going to try to tackle a few of these items. Flipping an egg, and when I go and do omelet stations at people's homes, or if I do them on a brunch and people see me, oh, I'm so afraid, I can't do that. Yes, you can. It's very, very easy, and it takes practice. And you should not be afraid. And what I'm going to show you today is what works for me. So I got my pan, it's hot, and it might be too hot because you can see it's steaming. I'm going to put a little bit of clarified butter in. You can use oil, but butter works for me because I like the flavor and I like what Mother Nature gives us. I don't want my flame on too high. I'm going to actually turn it down. And then if you're just doing it for yourself, you can crack it and put it in the pan yourself. You just take it and crack the egg and put it in. Back when I grew up, it was like this. But I have to go ahead and do it. I do it with one hand for speed and urgency. And another way is to take them and put them in a cup. Now, if I absolutely have to have an over easy because a customer ordered an over easy, I can't give them a broken egg yolk. If the egg yolk breaks, then I failed and I have to throw that away. So I put them in a cup, and then I pour them in the pan. And if one of them is broken, then I put those eggs on the side. And I use those for scrambled. But as you can see, it's starting to sizzle. Now here's one of the things that I've talked about in many of my videos. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. But there is always a wrong way, but there is no exact right way. The right way is what works for you. And what works for me, there are some chefs that say, oh, you got to have the sizzle. There should be no sizzle factor. The pan shouldn't be that hot. But if you're a breakfast cook, you've got to rock and roll. You have got to go through a lot of these things and get them done quick. You could do 300, 400, 500 eggs a day in a breakfast period. You have it down to a science. So here, I'm going to show you the different stages. And if it's too hot, the egg will probably burn on the outside if you wanted an over easy. Now an over easy, this here particular egg, they're both over easy, but you can still see the egg whites still clear on the top. That means it's not cooked. And with raw eggs, there's a danger factor a little bit. Processed eggs or pasteurized eggs, they're an egg that you can serve raw. That's what we use in Caesar salad dressings, what we use in chocolate mousse. We have to use those pasteurized eggs so that we don't have any issues with eggs that aren't completely cooked. So here, you're getting very close to being done for over easy, or for a sunny side up. So I'm going to let this one go, and I'm going to take this one, and that's why I have my little flipper here, or my spatula, is in case it sticks. So to flip an egg, it's the nice, easy motion. And that's the part that people are afraid of. And whether it's a small little egg pan, and this is something I would invest in if I was you, that you like to have over easy eggs. And as you can see that this egg I've been flipped. Now you have a beautiful over easy egg, okay? Now this one, pretty much sunny side up because the egg looks like it's pretty well cooked all the way through, but I guarantee you that the egg yolks aren't hot. On a sunny side, that's very much the case. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to flip those now. You can see how brown it is. That might be because my pan was a little too hot when I started. This one, not as bad. It was a little cooler, and this is what I like to shoot for. So what we're going to do is we're going to get to a little method that I would like you to do at home if you would like to learn how to flip an egg. I'm going to get this one to over medium. And if your egg sticks on you, you have to get it free before you shake it over. Now that's pretty much over medium now. Now I got that top cooked, and the bottom, as you noticed, was pretty done. So what I want you to do at home is to let those cook all the way till they're hard. The biggest problem with flipping eggs in homes, and you do have a problem, it goes everywhere. And yolk is not easy to clean up, especially if it gets into your range or if it goes over your stove or into your floor. So what I would suggest is that you let these cook till they're hard. And then just take it and do this until you get that down. And then if you wanted to go a whole circle, you go ahead and do that. It's what you're comfortable with. What's really fun is when I take one of these huge pans and I'm cooking in someone's home and I flip that whole thing, like say for hash browns, that impresses them. It impresses me because I don't do it all that often, and when it works, it's awesome. But when it doesn't and you've got to explain why you just have, half of their hash browns on their kitchen floor, it's embarrassing. So that one you might not want to do. But flipping an egg, you just go back and forth until you get it down. Because even if you can't flip it, you kind of do this, you're not quite sure, nothing's going to happen because the egg yolk now is hard. So that makes it very, very easy. And it's as simple as that. That's your insider tip for today. And I'm John Schiltz. Thank you for listening.